All right, folks. I was filming on the iPhone, swap back over to the GoPro. I'm running out of memory. Been doing so much filming. But let me just give you a look around. The river's beautiful. And you know, a typical day in the summer, there's folks tubing down this thing, but this is a Tuesday, plus we're in the middle of this COVID crap now. I am in the state of Georgia. Thankfully, I'm in Georgia because you don't have to wear a mask here. Everything's open. There's some normalness going on in the world. Let's just take you on a little walk. Ready, man? And again, so we parked right behind the Troll Tavern. It's $5 parking. There's a nice gentleman back there. Something smells good. And this is probably the best place to eat and drink with the view. Right here. Been coming here for years. Now that place up there is pretty good too, but the Troll Tavern's always been my spot. And what I recommend, this is what we're gonna do, is get a table right here. Right there, let me get a view of that. That's the Troll Tavern. And we'll go take you on a walking tour and wait for this place to open. There you go. How can you not love that? Now the rain subsided. Just a little bit of sprinkling going on, maybe. Folks, it's, okay, so there's your hours right there. Troll Tavern hours. So Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. And take a look at the menu. You got the menu posted here. And I'm shooting 60 frames, so you should be able to see that. Shops at Castle Inn. All right, let's go. Which way you want to go, man? Now, folks, there's a place in here. I can't remember where it's at, but you get funnel cakes. There's a glass blowing shop. This is one of the offices here, I think, of Cool River Tubing. There used to be a place that sold funnel cakes. I think it was called Flossie's. Maybe it's up here. I mean, it's been, what, 10, 15 years since these boots have walked on this ground right here. So I don't know. All right, this place is open. Jester's Magic Dragon. Got temporary tattoos. I think this is it. That's a funnel cake place. Maybe it's called Granny's. Yeah, I think this is it. This is, if I'm not mistaken, that's the funnel cakes. You had to go in there when you come to Helen to get a funnel cake. All right. Cowboys and Angels. How could you not want to go eat at a place called Cowboys and Angels? Old time photos. All right, so you got Yona Coffee Company. We're going here and start out with a coffee. Sounds good. First, look around and go to coffee. Quaint little called Yona Coffee Company. And looking out the front door. I'll be sitting at this bar right here.
Then it still says verified.
Alright, folks, had a great cup of coffee in there. And we'll just take you for the tour on up this hill, and then we'll come back down the other side. Rain's kind of let up a little bit. And we're still waiting for the Troll Tavern to open at 11. And what we got going on here. And folks, this is not a good representation of Helen, trust me. Obviously you got this pandemic, this stuff going on like that. But you come up here on a weekend, normal times, there's a crowd up here. There you go. It's a White Horse Square. Euro food. Yeah, so Folks, this is a cool ass place, you know. You never been here, and if you're ever in the vicinity in North Georgia, up here in the mountains, I mean, from downtown Atlanta, it'd take you about, what, 2 hours to get up here. Maybe an hour and a half. Easy, beautiful drive through the mountains getting up here to Helen. Highly recommend that you come by and check it out. Now, you know, this is Georgia, so everything's open. Nobody's fucking wearing masks. The only people around Georgia that's wearing masks, like this morning at the driver's license place, there was this lady with this N90. No, it wasn't even a. Maybe it was. I mean, she had a heavy-duty mask on, doing her social distancing, whatever. She was the only one. There was like 15 other people who were just gathered around having a normal conversation, and she's over there, you know, scared to live. She's just trying to exist. That's her prerogative. I'm just explaining to you what I observed. So luckily here in Georgia, you ain't got to wear a mask. Nobody gives a shit about social distancing. We just went into that coffee shop. There was about 8 of us stacked up in there. Nobody gives a damn. Why? Because this shit is fucking a hoax. It's a bullshit anyhow. All right, we're gonna walk on the other side of the street, and then it's time for me to get a beer. And folks, just get all these little shops, shopping, pizza, ice cream, hot dogs, funnel cakes. Now obviously there's a lot of stuff that's not open, but when all this stuff is open, it's a snack lovers, dessert lovers paradise. And there's a wine tasting room right there. This is Hansel and Gretel's Candy Kitchen. They got wine tasting back over there. Oh my goodness, they got candy apples. My goodness, folks, please do not lick the glass. Check out those caramel apples. My goodness, you have to get one of them caramel apples. I have not had a caramel apple since I was, I don't know, probably early teenager. But back in the day when I was a kid, we always made caramel apples. You got them when you went out, you made them at home. They had those little things you wrapped around the apple, heated it up. And there you go, right here, Hansel and Gretel Candy Kitchen, Helen, Georgia. Somehow. There's a Toyota Spider. All right, if you want to win this car, raffle tickets, what is this, $20 each? It's a 2001 Toyota Spider MR2 with almost 40,000 miles on it. $20 each. Oh, you bought the tickets at the coffee shop where we were just at. So a $20 ticket, you can win this little Spider. And it looks like you need some new tires. Paint job is good, but the tires are slick as damn. That's slick as grease on them tires. Check it out. That'd be a fun little car. 20 bucks. If you buy 5, you get one free. So 100 bucks get you 6 tickets. More information. Its funds are going to be used to support local charities, and looks like it's put on by the Helen Rotary Club. So if you want to try to win that little car, it doesn't say when they're going to do the drawing, but you go to the Yona coffee shop. That's where we just had coffee, and the coffee shop is right there on the corner. Yona. Copper Kettle Fudge. Old Bavarian-themed. Come down this little alley. If you look way up top, you got a cross up there on the top of this. So this is the Old Bavarian-themed restaurant and lounge. Some of the steins, and a lot of eclectic, interesting things to see here. And a squirrel flipping you off. Prost. Alright, see what the old man's got going on back here. Alright, so it looks like a little shopping. Oh yeah, it's cool as can be. All kinds of cool things to see in this little shop. I think it's called Wildwood. And blankets are $17.95 a piece. And you got some wood carving too. Pretty cool little place. Yeah, it's called Wildwood. You can park over there in the back. Alright, them dudes right there look like they're having a good time. You know, folks, just a few days ago, over on the other side of the world, locked down. People who, you know, folks think that you have to wear a mask or you're gonna damn die. Get on a few planes and get over here to a part of the world where people are actually in their right minds, you know, using some common sense about this. Yeah, it opened at 11. All right, folks, there's an Alpine brew deck over to the right side of the aircraft, and this is the there's a sign right there. You back up and get the sign for you. It's Chattahoochee River. So that's an awesome spot right there too, but they're not open right now. Maybe they open at 11, I don't know. So at 11 o'clock, maybe I should be taking you around at 11 so you can see what's open. Okay, now this is what I remember here. That's Paul's. This has always been a very popular spot. It's still Paul's. And over there you got Paul's Margarita Deck. Let me just take a look at that water. And I think the official name of this, let's see, yeah, it's Paul's on the River Steakhouse and Lounge. So this is a steakhouse, and if I'm not mistaken, it used to be a nightclub at night. Guess it still is. Lounge is what lounge implies. Let's walk back here and check out Paul's. It's starting to rain on us. It's doing a little raining now, so we're hiding out under here. But there's Paul's Margarita Deck Bar and Grill. This is the steakhouse. Now this opens at 4, and the Margarita Deck, the gentleman says, opens at 11. But if you're interested in the menu, here's what we got. This place has been around since as long as I can remember, but it is open. They're just we're just early. And folks, one thing about wearing white pants is like wearing a white t-shirt, right? They don't play real well when they get wet. All right, folks, there you go. Coming up on Paul's Margarita Deck Bar and Grill, and I think we're gonna go here because it's raining, and the other place you got to have umbrellas. So I think the better thing is to come over here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be perfect. This place is too cool. Oh yeah, we made the right choice. I love the troll, but look at this. Beautiful view. Got music going on, and we're not gonna get wet. Oh my goodness, they got a band in here at night, folks. Ice House beer. I think that's what I'm going with, is an Ice House. Folks, so far my trip back to America has been wonderful. I've been hanging out with my dad. He's chilling. He's doing good. So I've got to, not Father's Day, but the day after Father's Day, you know, made it back here, hanging out with my dad. You know, this morning I went and got my driver's license. That went like clockwork, thanks to him having all, you know, all my documents and everything together. And it took me to a place up there. There was literally, I don't know, what, 15 of us. Total different experience than you know, 15 years ago when I was standing in Gwinnett County driver's license place. You know, nightmare. Way too many people. So far my trip back to America has been just absolutely wonderful. You know, getting to see family. Ate some Mexican food last night. That was delicious with the fresh jalapenos and the white cheese sauce, you know. Delicious. Now I find myself here in Helen, Georgia, just checking out this view over the Chattahoochee River, you know, reminiscent of the days when I'd be coming down through here drunk as hell on a damn inner tube. And I might be doing the same thing later. It's just a little chilly today because of the rain. This is the coldest I've been, you know, in years. It's chilly. I wish I would have put my my vest on, my jacket. So I don't know if I'll be going down this river today, but you know, I'll wait. If I'm still around, I'll wait for a hot day, and I definitely want to tube the hooch. All right. And speaking of the devil, we got a couple folks coming down through here. And we'll watch them hit these rapids. Looks like a gentleman and his lady. They're tied off, tethered together, coming down the rapids, folks. And the gentleman sends his lady first, like a true gentleman will. So, you know, the rapids here, they're not class 8 rapids or anything like that. It's just a fun time going down this river. Cool river tubing. There he goes. Oh shit, he got a little backwards. He's tethered together with his lady. Great times here in Helen, Georgia. And ain't nobody give a shit about COVID-19 or social distancing, my friend. I love it. Folks, so here we go. They got all this beer on draft, but I'm going with a Yingling and a Paulaner. And there's a menu right there. Got food and hot dogs. Get out. I'm going with a Paulaner. You know, that's a Bavarian beer. And I'm here in Helen, Georgia, in Bavarian Village. Got to go with a Paulaner. Cheers, my friends. Wherever you're at in the world, cheers. Shout out to wife number 1, girlfriend number 1, Forrest G, Maria Mercedes. I miss you guys. Can't wait to see you. But you know, I'm getting to see our family here. Spend time with family. Check out you know, my home country of America, because I haven't been here in a long time, but I'm celebrating with a good German beer. Oh yeah, Paulaner's always smooth. I like Paulaner, but I also like a beer called Francis Connor. If you ever get a chance to drink it, very similar, check it out. Folks, I'm gonna tell you right now, them folks in that river are cool, because we got wet walking in the rain, and we're cold. I mean, it is literally cold. You need a jacket. They may not be letting on, but I'm telling you, they're a little bit cold in that rainy weather out there. Like my old man said, he said this weather is like fall weather, but we're at the end of June. I mean, what the hell is going on in Georgia? Used to it be 100 degrees out today, 100% humidity. Great time. Man, the sun's done come back out. Great time here at Paul's Margarita Deck Bar and Grill, right here on the Chattahoochee River in Helen, Georgia. Cold beer, roughly $5 a beer. It's worth it for the view. And they have some food. They said the food was good, but we saved our appetite for the Troll Tavern because we want to get that German food. So that's what we're doing, changing locations. And again, just coming to you from North Georgia, the North Georgia mountains, in Helen, Georgia, hanging out with family. You know, some that I haven't seen in, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years. So having a great time. Check this out.
Pick one out.
Hey, vegetables. There's some great shirts in here, folks. I'm telling you. Here's one that says, if you mess with this flag, I'll help you pack, or something like that. What does it say? Oh, if this flag offends you, I'll help you pack. So what we're searching for are some appropriate t-shirts when we go to Washington, D.C. to join the protests. Paramedic, nurse.
Yep.
My job's to help your ass or save your ass, not kiss it.
Yeah.
Love that. Some good shirts in here, folks.
Oh, you're not getting Freddie shirt.
I'm gonna have to pick one up. Heidelberg German restaurant, pub, and music hall, and it is open. And maybe they got better food than the Troll. I don't really know. And there's a bar over here. Oh my goodness, I'm going. Love that bus rolling strong. At the Troll Tavern, and this is a bratwurst on a bun, or you could get the other type, but I went with the bratwurst. Got a Stella Artois on a draft, and we are just enjoying life here in Helen, Georgia. And shout out to our waitress, Brittany, taking care of us. Sweet girl. And beautiful to have one of those hotel rooms over there. Just listen to that water rushing all night. Get a little beer. A couple chicks over there. Awesome. Alright folks, now we're at Granny's cakes. There you go right there. That's a funnel cake. They also got some ice cream over here. Oh, that looks delicious. Hello, how are you? You making funnel cakes? Alright folks, so my friend's gonna make a funnel cake. She said it's okay for me to video. So this is the Granny's funnel cakes. How long has this place been in business?
I own for 10, 11 years.
About 11 years?
Yeah, I own. And then before me, I think total 40 years.
24 years.
40 years.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This place really long.
Yeah, it's been here a long time, as long as I can remember.
The owner before me is, she owned 20 years.
20 years.
So I own 11 years.
So 30.
Before her, I don't.
You don't know
Yeah,
that?
I think 40 years.
At least.
Everybody come this time, they will know it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like since they're little, everybody knew it.
That's it,
I
that's
own
it.
11 years.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly that owner on 20 years. And she gave it to me.
Every time I've ever come here to Helen, you have to stop by and get a funnel cake, right? You have to. It's
A
part
lot
of
of people, they just come in, they're getting older random. They say, oh, when I'm the kids, my mom taking me here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you didn't know, and now you did. Yes, I want an order of pretzel bites and beer cheese. I want one funnel cake with powdered sugar. And
The place hasn't changed much. And see, I was right. It used to be called Flossie's Funnel Cakes. And now it's Granny's Funnel Cake. But it used to be called Flossie's. I think my memory might be coming back to me now. I'm not sure. Got these wood picnic tables. What a cool place. Photo for the Oktoberfest 2020. And this probably came out obviously before this pandemic stuff happened. But there you go, September 10th through 13th, October 1 through November 8th. But who knows what's going on now. Maybe it's back home. Take a look at that. My goodness, whipped cream on top. What is that, cherries or strawberries?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. We got whipped cream on the funnel cake. My goodness. Gotta have a bite of this right here. Look at that. That's not even with the strawberries and the whipped cream. But the funnel cake is $5.98. It gets a little extra for the toppings and stuff. Pretzel $6.99. Fresh squeezed lemonade $4.99. But you can't come to Helen without getting some type of funnel cake here. It's just tradition, and that is absolutely delicious. Bud Light truck. I told my dad he can hijack that. Just give me the Yingling van. I ain't drinking no more Bud Light. I'm a Yingling man now. That's City Hall and the fire department up there. And used to, maybe they still do, but the officers, their uniforms say, what is it, Polizei? Is that right? It's written in German, I think. There's a gopher over there chilling on the side of the road. Or it could be a big fat squirrel. That looks like a gopher. Alright, still pushing. I'm pushing the stroller. to the right side of the aircraft. Alpine Brew package store. Got a liquor store. And right here's a Slice of Helen pizza place. In X-Rest and Sweets. Beautiful building. Oh, it's a little bit of architecture to make this place look Bavarian. Little drama, folks. So much drama. So much drama in the LBC. Wow. The drama. So much drama. What makes fight? Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Folks, them two are still arguing. You can hear them from here. But what's funny, so I'm telling my sister, they're in Helen, Georgia. They're either on a honeymoon or a romantic weekend, and they're fighting like cats and dogs over at that motel. My goodness. Yeah, folks. That's an old grist mill right here. Piece of history here in the North Georgia mountains. It's pretty neat, right? And what I see over here is some Lodge cast iron. I definitely got to check this out. Hello, sir. They had this at Walmart last night. Folks, here's all kind of maple syrup. There's muscadine syrup. With some honey. I'm tempted to get that muscadine syrup. Okay. Oh, what we got here? Peach butter. Oh, I got to try some of that pumpkin butter. They got sweet potato butter, peach butter, pecan apple. So I may go with the pecan apple, the pumpkin, and the sweet potato. My goodness. Now folks, this is called, I think this is called Nora Mills. Look at all them old lanterns. Let me just take you for a ride around here. It's just an old country store. Got hardwood floors. So got them old lanterns. Queso Extreme, salsa. So you got all kind of canned stuff here. Steak sauce. Let's go outside and see the fall. Little water pump right there. Just left the Philippines. I see those all the time. All right, now this is a functioning mill, and there's a waterfalls right there. It's an absolutely beautiful view. What a nice cool breeze coming off that river. Unicoi Outfitters. No boating, fishing without a permit. Let me just take you over here to this waterfall. Beautiful. You probably don't want to go off the end of this thing in a tube. I would say that's pretty much certain. You don't want to go off the end of that thing in an inner tube right there. That's not good. Okay, so there you go. It's called Nora Mill Granary, Grist Mill and Country Store. I don't know the history behind this place, but it's right across from the winery, over on the other side of the road. What a beautiful place to come take a selfie. And folks, Probably go hit the winery in a second, but if not, I'll just take this time to say thanks for joining me on my channel, on my adventures here throughout, you know, going through the United States after not being here for quite some time. You know, again, it's refreshing to spend some time with my family, see some of the sights that I haven't seen in a long time. But again, if you're anywhere near North Georgia, you got to stop by Helen, and you don't have to spend the night. Just spend half a day here. It's absolutely a unique experience, and you have a great time. You know, just good, clean fun for everybody. If you're not a subscriber, hey, bottom right hand corner of your screen, hit that overstay road sign. Join me for my adventures, my travels, food, beer, visas, sometimes bad behavior, whatever I like to do. But yeah, just ride along with me and just check out sites like this wherever I go in the world. I like to try to seek out the natural beauty in things. Let me see if I can get a better look at this thing. I guess I'm not showing you the roof. And this whole building has to do with the mill. The way it's built and designed. It says do not touch, but I'll put the camera over. See, you got corn right there. Go. See, that's what I need. I need that cornmeal to take back with me to the Philippines because I can't get any cornmeal. Look at this old stove. What does that say? Peerless? Beautiful place. Alright, the folks behind me, Nakuchi damn bug just flew in my mouth. I think I swallowed it. I just ate a bug. So, antique mall, and then over here is the winery. So we got to go check out the winery, do a little wine tasting. They have a patio. You can sit out here and enjoy your wine. And here we go. Here's the Habersham Winery. I think I almost failed this test, folks. So it's $10.70, and I think you're supposed to put 5 X's or 5 check marks. So it's like a complicated test. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but she put a check mark, and I'm more into putting the X's.
You just made me make a check mark on X on my page.
All right, what else?
This peach looks good.
So I got to put 5 X's?
Yep.
I don't think there's no bears on this road. Folks, we're going to Nakuchi Adventures. Zip lines, ATVs. Tree houses. Really don't know what's going on. We're gonna go down here and check it out. Great time at the Habersham Winery. What'd I say? You know, roughly 11 bucks. You taste test 5 wines. Got some excellent wines there. A lot of them made muscadine. You know, when I was a kid growing up in Mississippi, we're rednecks. Every year we pick muscadines and make muscadine wine. So delicious flavor. And now we're headed down, see where this little road will take us. Check out these zip lines. Yeah, that's a zip line. It's a little low. Or is that power lines? All right, folks. You got this big adult jungle gym thing over here. Got to put a helmet on. That takes me out. I ain't putting no fucking helmet on to climb around on some ropes. But a beautiful spot here. That can't be the zip line, man. That thing ain't 2 feet off the ground.
That's it.
That's the zip line? No, it's gotta. There's got to be more to it, man. You're gonna climb up and just go. No, that can't be the zip line. It's got to be through the trees. Flight of the gibbon. There's a lot of people over here, folks. Us Americans and our safety equipment.
It's for kids. That must be a kid.
Yeah, that's probably for kids, right?
Probably going around the corner.
We'll figure it out here. So we're at this roller coaster thing. It's called the Georgia
to avoid bumping other cars.
Georgia Mountain Coaster. And you can put two people on a cart, like one person in the back drives, I guess hits the brakes. So if you got a kid, you put him in the front. See how he's operating that? You push it forward and it goes, pull it back, it's a brake. They just start you out in different intervals. Alright folks, I'm not riding this little Georgia Mountain Coaster. I'm just gonna sit here and chill, hang out in this nice comfortable chair, watch the traffic go by on top of this hill. Folks, I'm telling you, just an absolute wonderful day here in Helen, Georgia. The weather turned warm. We could have went tubing, but we elected to go over there and check out those roller coasters. I didn't ride them, but the kids did. Troll Tavern, 100% on time on the food. I recommend just go with exactly what I got. The what was that, bratwurst on a bun. Great food, great time over at Paul's on the river, the margarita deck over there. And if you go in there, there's no waitresses. It's you just walk up and order and get your food. Great time, great views. Couldn't ask for a better day. But it's time for us to roll out. And just one more look around, folks, as we slow roll out of the place here in Helen. I mean, it's just a great little town, folks. What else can you say about it? Great for a weekend, for couples. Great for a day trip to bring the kids. All ages. Just good, clean fun here in Helen. Great food at Paul's on the river at night. Afternoon, go see Paul's margarita deck over there. Georgia Mountain Coaster. That's about a 2-minute ride. You know, I'd say the kids enjoy that more than the adults. But it's time for us to pull on out. And again, right up there on that hill is the fire department and city hall. Got the flags flying out there today.
Turn left on Highway 17.
You know, we videoed this coming up here. This mound right here, I may be way off. I think it's an Indian mound, but I don't know that for a fact. Beautiful cows out there. You know, being living in Southeast Asia, you don't see too many, you know, like black and white dairy cows. Beautiful scenery up here.